Just sitting here on the back porch, watching the flag up there wave, looking down over the pond, and just a slight breeze, not enough to even make the windmill go down there. But I just got to thinking, I'm gonna turn this thing around where you can see who I'm talking to. Now I'm if I can, I don't know. You know, back in Tennessee when I was a young boy, we weren't too spoiled because we didn't have electricity. We didn't have running water. We didn't have an indoor bathroom. I had to go out on the other side of the chicken lot, a little house out there, to go to the bathroom. And I'll tell you, things were pretty good. I mean, we didn't have to worry about somebody getting in the house and stealing nothing. We'd go away and just leave a screen door shut, but they could still open it, and they'd go in the house sometimes and go back there and get a biscuit and piece of sausage or something, and then we'd catch a note that where they left it. My grandmother said, "Hey, Maud, I stole one of your biscuits. Hope you're having a good day. I'll see you later." And we had, for our water, we had a pump on the back porch. Well, what's going on there? We had a pump on the back porch. My hand's getting up in the way. I can see that. We had a pump on the back porch that I cranked the water into, and when we needed hot water, we put the water inside the thing on the side of the stove, and a tank there that and fire up the old cook stove there and wood stove and heat that water up. And on a Saturday, I'd go out there and kill about 2 chickens and clean them up, pluck them, and put them in the ice box. We didn't have a refrigerator. We had an ice box. The ice man would come by twice a week, and we'd get 25, 50 pounds of ice and put in the ice box. But then on a Saturday night, when I got through doing that and having a lot of fun playing, we get the old tub out, and a big old galvanized tub, and put it there in the kitchen on the floor, and pump up some water off of the back porch, and put it in that tub, and then dip down in that, get some of that hot water outside of the stove, put that in there. And I'd pull a curtain across there between the kitchen and the dining room, and get in there and take me a bath. Boy, that felt good to get in there and take a bath that time. And then on Sunday, you know, we had to get a bath, get ready for Sunday school and church. And we'd go to Sunday school and church, and then Uncle Arch and Aunt Pearl and Clifford and Juanita, and they'd all come by the house at lunchtime, and Mama would cook up some chicken and biscuits and greens and beans and all sorts of stuff, and they'd sit around and chew the fat and get in there and play cards. They'd play rook and canasta and a bunch of them things, and talk and just have a good old time. I'd be out there playing, and that's pretty much how Sunday went. There wasn't a whole lot to do. I used to go down to Taylor Rankin's house out in the pasture, and we used to play football, and you had to watch where you stepped because you might get a bunch of mess on your feet. You didn't want to do that. But my point was we didn't have a lot, but we were happy. We were poor, but we didn't know we was poor. We just, thought that's the way life was, and it was a good life. People loved each other, and they looked out after one another, and didn't have to worry about anybody stealing anything or doing anything ugly to anybody. We were just living together and having a good time in that little town in Jefferson City, Tennessee, where I was brought up. I was born in Morristown. That's about 15 miles away from there. And my granddaddy, he died 2 months after I was born. But he taught school in a little one-room schoolhouse. He had a big farm, and he sold the farm and built a house there just on the outskirts of Jefferson City. We were in the city limits, but just inside the city limits. And then they named a little alley that went down between our house and the next house there, and they called it Ryder Street. Ryder Street. That was something. And that's probably about all I need to be talking about right now. I'll tell you some more tales down the road here, but y'all have a blessed day. Bye.